Hello, hello, hello. I am back. Another live takeover with your girl Shay Johnson here. And today's topic is cost for a UFE. Now, I never knew exactly how much it costs for a UFE, so of course I decided to get my favorite person on here to answer the questions. He always answers all of my questions and he's always there for me. So let's get into it. We'll talk a little bit about how much it costs for the UFE procedure, which I know is 10 times cheaper than a myomectomy or a hysterectomy. And we'll talk about insurance. So let's see if my friend Dr. Shiloh is on here. Let's see. There you are. Found you. Love Dr. Shiloh. Let's do this. Let's see here. Did I push the right button? Oh, okay. There you are. My friend, my friend. There's my friend. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
What do you think about the topic today? Everybody keeps asking me, well, how much is the procedure? I don't know how much the UFE procedure is, so let's find out. So, we all know that the myomectomy, of course, that's our topic, is the cost for UFE. We know the myomectomy and hysterectomy is higher, but what is the cost for a UFE?
That's a great question, and speaks to where there's no transparency in the sense that you really know exactly costs. So, and so that's why it's a little bit tricky to answer the question, because there's a lot of variability in terms of people's insurances and, you know, how much they cover, what agreements they have, etc. What I will say is that most patients who have insurance, hospitalization is a well-established procedure. It's been around since 1995, and so it's medically necessary. If you automatically then insure, you'll cover it medically necessary. Now, coverage is different than payment, and by that I mean some people have coverage where everything is covered. In other words, you pay for your insurance and all procedures are covered at all costs. Other people have insurances, myself included, where you have a deductible, in which case, if you haven't met that amount, let's call it $5,000 for the sake of argument,
Right.
Then up until you meet that $5,000 deductible, you're responsible for paying. So for example, if you went and I ordered an MRI of your pelvis and it costs $1,000, then you haven't met your deductible, you're going to owe that money. Now, if you've seen 5 doctors that year and you've spent most of your deductible, then when you have the fibroid embolization done, it will be at no cost to you. So what's really critically important is to really understand what type of coverage you have as an individual, whether you have co-payment and deductibles. Now, to your previous point, it's far less expensive to have a fibroid embolization done like by me on an outpatient basis, walk in, walk out in the same day, than it is to go to the operating room in a hospital, have a couple fibroids taken out, and have a day or two stay in the hospital. That, as you pointed out, is probably anywhere between $50,000 and $100,000 to cover for a myomectomy, whereas a fibroid embolization usually, if we're going to be honest, somewhere around $10,000 in terms
That's
of.
what I wanted. I wanted an average amount on how much it costs, because people really want to know. And of course, if you go through that myomectomy or hysterectomy, like you said, you're going to pay an arm and a leg if you don't have insurance.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Now that I know like an average,
Yep.
at least I can tell them around, which is way cheaper, and that's basically what I wanted to know. So of course you're my favorite. You answer all of my questions. So that's basically what I wanted to know today. So now I can continue on my fibroid journey to let people know what I know, because I'm not a doctor like you,
Right.
But I can give them the information that I received from you and our other ambassadors. So thank you for that. I'll keep that in mind.
Keep spreading.
And we'll talk later.
Like I said, keep spreading the word. You're helping lots of people behind. We're not behind the scenes. You're in front. I'm behind the scenes, but you're in the front, and you're helping a lot of women who are, you know, we're getting a lot of consults, and many patients come to us from the initiatives of yourself and the other fibroid ambassadors. So keep spreading the word. The more you know, and it's better for us. So I really appreciate it, speaking for myself and all the other doctors in our group.
Thank you, Dr. Shiloh. You're my favorite. And of course, if I have any other questions, I'm going to call you.
No worries. Up whenever.
Bye.
Bye-bye.